number of reasons led to my interest over time, but one of them was I was fascinated with some of the strengths to be determined further as we go through a persistence industry, and especially courage. And my father went through, who I consider the greatest man I've ever known, went through some trying times for trying to do the right thing in his work situation. Some of the strengths that he had, such as his persistence and his courage especially, but also his ability to critically think, were able to allow him, if not to prosper, certainly survive and come out of the situation, which was quite difficult, a better man. And I said, wow, what led to this? And so over a period of time, my interest in character evolved first from an interest in values, then how values interacts with psychological well-being, and then to character, and it's blossomed from there. First off, I'm not a proponent of the good old days, whatever that means. Sometimes people will say times were better then than now, but we have a number of indicators to show us and demonstrate that we are in difficult times. Much of it comes down, Gerard, from your fine work and that of your colleagues, what constitutes a character-based leadership, A, and then B, what role can that individual, that man or woman, or those men and women have on ameliorating or lessening some of the problems that we see today, not just in the United States, but in Canada, around the world. The VIA has been the standard, but that, while an excellent instrument, like any instrument, mine included, is subject to improvement. And so I thought that I could take and build on the fine work that Peterson and Seligman did and develop, which I have done for the U.S. Army, a character strengths inventory. It's a work in progress. I am very hopeful that the strengths that I've developed or worked on and tested for the Army will be able to expand. So my best work, I hope, is ahead of me. For instance, is there an organizationally based kindness scale? Is there one based on gratitude that we can use? Mary today had talked about humility. Is in fact that a viable measure in an organizational setting? And if so, how do we measure it? How do we operationalize it? How do we validate it? So that would be the work that I've done to date on the scale development, but hopefully the work that I can do in the future to further refine and define character and character strength. Well, and based on our discussion today, really this is the beauty for an active-minded scholar. Everything's on the table that we can investigate. I would further like to work on my definition and others' definition of what character is and refine that. I think it's very important. It's a work in progress. I mean, the greats and over time, the Ralph Waldo Emersons, the John Deweys, they wrestled. William James threw up his hands in disarray when he was asked what character is, and finally he said almost plaintively, it's the real me. I want to continue to push the envelope and see if we can help further refine and define character, and that will be by seeing what it is as well as what it isn't. Every topic in organizational behavior and management is an important topic. I have a total passion for, in a small incremental way, adding to the knowledge base of character-based leadership.